Welcome and hit the like. Share this video. Leave your comments and thoughts. Now, I know you guys have heard about this Afroman trial. Afroman is he's an artist. I don't know what genre he would be in. I think he's more of a satire type artist. If you ever heard Because I Got High, that's him. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It I was gonna say it was really popular, but no, it is still to this day. And I don't know how old it is, but many years old. So he has a lot of songs out. And as a matter of fact, he has a lot of songs out about the police in his county because they raided his home on some charges that I'm still unclear of whether or not they were looking for someone else and mistook his address, or they were targeting him specifically because so I decided to watch the entire trial. I know a lot of us have seen a lot of funny clips online, but I'm curious, like, how did we get here? Now, so far I've seen them verify via testimony that they got an approved search warrant for his property. And I believe it was for some trafficking and some other stuff. I don't remember exactly what. And when they asked them what did they find, they said I think some Mary Jane and some other paraphernalia, but this was under prosecution. So they didn't get specific. I'm wondering if the defense is going to go back over that part and have them be specific. I find it kind of odd that the DA didn't ask them to clarify what the paraphernalia was, but you know, that could not be something that would be in his favor. You know, if they don't clarify, because it's like it would be then left up to us and maybe the jury to say, oh, what else does this guy do? Not that it's relevant really to this, but you know, reputation wise, I guess, I don't know. But this is an interesting case. I wonder if he's gonna countersue. These are just some random thoughts I'm having right quick. Because they damaged his property. He did the satire to expose them and to help raise money, you know, to pay for the damages. They damaged his entrance gate. They damaged his door. They came in, they went through his home. I believe one officer was eyeballing and maybe took a bite, a slice or something. I got to get to that, of his lemon pound cake that he had on the counter. He made a song about that too. He made satire songs that I still haven't fully heard yet, of all of them. And he used some of his home surveillance. I got some cameras. I'm about to install some more cameras now. If you don't have them, I don't know why not. But trust me, it helps. Your landlord and them will sneak in. Trust. You won't know a thing. Okay, so this judge needs to be investigated. I'm gonna get to that real quick. The judge clearly is biased towards the officers. Sure, it's all law. They're gonna want to support each other. That's fine. But when you're right and to the law, because just because you support officers as a judge doesn't mean you should overly interfere in a trial to try and help them legally, illegally in question to win a case. This judge, I saw the clips. He was not happy about the verdict. That was clear. I looked in the comments. Many people agreed. I said, let me watch this trial because, and I believe this is day one. This right here we're looking at is Afroman's attorney. Y'all hit the like. I don't see no likes. 5 people in the room. Now, if you don't hit that like, I'm thinking you're either trolling or you are on the cop side, and you just coming here to see what I'm gonna say. Are you in favor of the judge per my title, and you just here to see what I'm gonna say? Well, stay. You can hit dislike too, but hit something. Why not? Why not? But you know, since you're here and not hitting the like, let me burn some sage because that tells me you're an evil spirit. Likely. So we're gonna take care of that. See, you're leaving. That's how I know. You're not here to support. You're not here on positivity. You're here on negativity. So hit the like or leave. But thanks for the view either way, because if you disagree and you give me a view, then that's what's up. I ain't mad at you. Okay? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Doom doom. Do 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 do. So back to this seemingly crooked judge. Okay? The judge has been interfering in this case, and I'm not gonna go all the way back to the beginning because I done already invested some time in. I sped it up a little bit though. But the judge initially interfered, and I said that wasn't necessary. That ain't right. He's trying to do what the job that the prosecutor would have done if he wanted to enter an objection or something like that. And he's like telling the jury, I'm going to interject here and there so that we can be clear on what this case is about and what it's not about. I've seen him made at least 2 unfair rulings on objections that the defense is, the plaintiff, sorry. No, yeah, the defense. Afroman's the defense in this case. So Afroman's lawyer has objected a couple of times, and the judge has overruled. And I'm not a judge, but in my opinion, he shouldn't have. It should have been found in his favor. Those were proper objections. Then he objected specifically when they introduced the video and tried to use it a certain way. The Afroman's lawyer said, hey, the law has changed since this case started, and Afroman has a right to do whatever you're questioning in this video. So what you're trying to say no longer applies. Okay, we don't have to be lawyers or judges to understand that one. Guess what the judge does? Nope. Overruled. It's noted, but overruled, and I'm going to allow it. I said, what? Okay, we got a problem here. I know the Afroman is happy with his win, but I would counter. I would do maybe a civil and maybe some legal. I don't know. But they should, one, pay for his stuff because the warrant was not valid. To what degree? I'm still trying to find out. Were you looking for somebody else and you got the wrong address? Or were you targeting him on suspicions that you could not prove? That matters. He would have a case either way still. But how severe of a case? If you're targeting him on some stuff, where's your evidence? What brought you here? How did you get here? Clearly, the guy wasn't into any of that stuff, trafficking and whatever else they were talking about. So they're talking about the money right now. They found some cash in his house, and they're questioning the officer that found the cash. They show him on video counting the cash. The attorney asked him, Afroman's attorney, did you count the cash? Did you watch the video of showing you counting the cash? Yeah, that's the only one I watched. You didn't watch the videos of you, whether or not you sealed the bag as you should? Nah, I didn't watch none of those. Why would you not watch all the videos about you and you're part of a case? You're wanting to say that the guy humiliated you. He said he quit his job. This particular officer, he said he quit his job. When they asked him why, he said because of embarrassment. Of, you know, Afroman made fun of me. I live here. My family lives here. And I'm embarrassed. Now, the judge is butting in and interfering in ways that he should not be. Let's take a look at some of this. Just look at this mess.
Statement was published within the last 2 weeks. The law on this has changed. Ohio has actually passed what's called an anti-SLAPP law, which therefore extends immunity.
Thank you
to
for the
these
like.
In a way, increasing
Appreciate
speech rights in Ohio. Thus, this evidence to be tried here would be tried under a completely different standard than when this case was started.
That law doesn't apply to this case, Judge, or this evidence.
It
It
does.
would apply clearly. He has no analysis on the say that.
As he said, it applies clearly. It does. It does. Just because for the prosecutor should actually be held something. I don't know what the proper punishment would be for that, but he just told a lie. He said it doesn't apply in this case. It does. Okay, let's make that clear. It does.
I submitted a written brief to the court on this matter.
See?
I think I was submitted Sunday.
So, like, I'll look at.
Okay, so now listen to what happened, because this is important too. He said, in fact, because that's his job, he's a good attorney, I can tell, right? He said, since you're trying to use this and say Afroman did something he's not legally allowed to do, the law has changed and he is legally allowed to do it. Now, if they'd had the trial before the law changed, then they could do that. But since the law has changed, then it applies, period. Afroman can do that. So the attorney says, I submitted, I don't know what the legal term is he just said, but he, you know, submitted pretty much something that says, hey, they need to take this out as trying to charge him because he's legally able to do that. The DA just said he submitted it Sunday. I don't care if he submitted it Sunday night. It was before it now, so it's submitted. Him even saying that shows that they're playing around with the law. And the judge allowing him to say that is unacceptable. He submitted it on time for it to be relevant. If he submitted it after, he wouldn't even be able to say it, right? Because it wouldn't have happened yet. So as long as he submitted it before they got to court, he can use it as submitted, you know, official submitted, whatever. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? This is crazy. I'm glad he won. See? So he overruled and he said, I'm going to allow you to go ahead and continue. We just going to note that you had an objection. So I would use this. Any attorney would in any suit against the judge and the prosecutors.
Can you expand it a little bit or not?
I cannot.
So we can see the sign? Okay. Okay, Julie, can you see what that sign says?
Yes,
What is it? Would you read it for us?
they stole my money.
Okay. So this DA is just clearly corrupt. He is trying to argue that Afroman saying that they stole his money is a flat out lie. Weird, because he's actually proving that the guy did not lie, which is weirder. Any correct judge would be furious about this. He proved, and you're gonna see that in a second. They took the money, counted it on camera. Dude put the money in a bag. He didn't seal it in, labeled it as evidence right then and there. I think they're gonna talk about whether he was supposed to or not. Then he said he handed it to another deputy and said, hold it while I go do something else. He said, did two people count it as they're supposed to? Because one person can say whatever. But a witness is there to verify and hold that person accountable. If I say it's 400, it's 400. If I say it's 300 and it was 400, who's there to see me lie? Okay, and take it. So they didn't do that. Okay, they had nothing but air and opportunity to take that man money. So he actually proved, A, they did take the money. Afroman is saying it's 5,000. They initially wrote it was 5,000, but it was 400 short. A woman has already, who works with them, she already admitted that it was 400 short. So where the money go? I would have a field day as a lawyer with this. This is crazy.
Videos selling my proof.
He's counting the money.
You take me to court when you stole my money and it's $400 short.
He's counting the money. He's writing down is $5,000. Let's be clear, okay? Right here on camera.
What does that say? Sorry. What did you read? Could you read what that said?
Yeah, Brian Newman stole my money.
Okay, I would object. It does not say Brian Newman stole my money. It says Brian Newman stole from me. Yeah, potato. It matters. It says Brian Newman stole from me. Let's not tell something that isn't. I wouldn't let them get away with nothing. Nothing. Because if you're saying he stole his money, it doesn't say that. And you could turn around later on and that could be relevant. It likely wouldn't in this case, but just in case, don't let them insinuate something that was not. He said Brian Newman stole from me. Technically, if you're in a raid that isn't even, it's legal because the judge signed it, but it's not legal because you had no bearing to come for this man. And you took his money, yeah, you stole from him. So where's the lie? Either way, where's the lie?
And that was just published in the last few days, as far as you know?
Yes.
Can we look at number 3, please?
Now, if you look at this statement that he wrote in the caption, I'm surprised he didn't go over that. Wonder why. From Budget Films, in conjunction with Pistols Production, proudly presents the new music video on YouTube called Freedom of Speech. Ooh. Link in bio. March the 16th in Adams County Court, 7 a.m. as we fight for freedom of speech and ending immunity for criminals stealing money disguised as law enforcement. Again, when Trump first said he was giving officers immunity, I said very loudly, we should be outraged and fight back against that. That's a terrible thing to allow him to do. But what did people do? Allow it like they allowed all kind of other stuff. Why would you allow this man to get cops immunity? Cops? I mean, they can do what the hell ever they want to, including eliminate you, and there's no consequences. Why would we allow that? What's wrong with y'all? Stop eating this fake food. Okay, make them stop making fake food and Soylent Green food and giving it to you, serving to, make that shit illegal, okay? Take a page out of Ohio's book. That's your first step. And the second step is to deal with the poisoning of the water and other stuff. All this stuff is to make you dumb, not human, unable to think, and defend yourself. There should be no immunity for nobody, just automatically. Now, if you're doing a legal deal that gives you immunity, then that's legal. But just giving them immunity so they can do what they want, okay, well, let me go sign up for being a cop so I can do some things. Like, what are we talking about? That's crazy. Hit the like, hit the like.
Telling the truth in the truth, posting videos, selling my proof. Okay, same basis on yes. And you take me to court when you stole my money and it's $400 short. You had a nice buy for 38 properties. You got a lawsuit, property.
posted?
It looks like this one's on YouTube.
Yeah,
Hit the
other
like,
one's
y'all.
Instagram?
Hit the
Yes.
like. Hit the like button. Hit the
But you
like
hit the
button.
back
You
button.
here, you watching it. Hit the like. Hit the like. It don't cost you nothing. It's free to hit that like button. Yes, the judge should be investigated. He was completely biased, clearly biased, and improper in doing all this interfering and running his mouth. He's not the jury. This is not a judge trial. This is a jury trial. The jury is the ones being the judge. The judge is just to make sure that the court goes as it should. He's not supposed to try and be a lawyer or be, be the jury. The jury isn't even allowed to freely speak and say this and that and clarify this and ask this question or whatever. In a jury trial, that's when you're supposed to hear from the judge the least. Now, even in judge, ruled trials, you don't hear judges talk this much. The judge clearly was trying to help them with all his might, even wrongly, clearly. You don't have to study law to even be able to see the many times that he denied objections that count, like the one we just saw, and how he is not seeing that the Afroman's attorney is doing a good job, and then he try to go back over it and help them. I'm like, he needs to be investigated for this. Afroman, please do not stop where you're at with this. Please do not. This is crazy.
The same video.
Yes.
Can we look at Exhibit 9, please? And I'm looking specifically about halfway, a little more than halfway down. Do you see, Detective, where it's posted, not only did he steal...
Brian Newman stealing money. Okay. Baby making Brian Newman. What? Baby making? How many children you got? Okay, stealing money. Not only did he steal money from my home, he stole money out of the evidence room at the Adams County Sheriff Department. What does that say? Something from my home, making the Adams County Sheriff Department the new crime scene. Okay, because the video shows he counted the money. It's $5,000. He wrote that down, right? But he didn't seal it. Okay, I think he said something about not having the tape. The evidence bag should be peeled and sealed. Okay, so that's weird. Thank y'all for the support. So he's talking about he stole it from the evidence room. So we're gonna hear them talk about that, and that comes to where two people didn't count it with him. He didn't seal it. Blah blah blah. So Afroman is not telling lies. I think I feel like the DA is proving what he is saying right here, right now.
Steal my money from my house. He stole money out of the evidence room at the Adams County Sheriff's Department, away from my house, making the Adams County Sheriff's Department the new crime scene. I'll just stop there. Again, did you ever steal any money from his house or from the Sheriff's Department evidence room?
No. It was the black one.
Can you see what that one was, Detective?
I can't see him here.
Is that Facebook? No. It's Facebook? I'll represent that it's Facebook. Yeah.
You go ahead.
So, and we can take that down or whatever. We don't need to keep it up on
Greetings, Marquez.
here,
Thank
but,
you for
I'm done
the
with the exhibits right now. Detective, I
support.
just want to ask you.
How are
the one-
you?
the
You
first
see
one I
this
saw
mess?
with you holding it looks like a child with a smiley face.
Yeah.
What was that originally a photo of?
That was from the shop with the cop events at the sheriff's office.
Where's
Well,
Andy
what's the
Griffith
shopping company?
haircut?
It's where the community donates money, and then local law enforcement will take lower-income children to Walmart and shop for Christmas.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
did you participate in that event regularly?
Yes.
And do you know what year that picture was taken from?
I don't recall.
All right.
I don't
And the
recall.
little boy you were
I wonder where
holding
he
there,
got that from. I don't recall. Lil Woody? I think he would recall. You know? I think this is something that happens once a year or probably even less than that. I think he would recall because if he's using a picture of you with a child in your lap, if I was defense, I would gruel him on that, because that helps show the jury that maybe he just saying something out the side of his neck, and maybe there could be more validity to what Afroman is claiming. I would gruel him on how can you not recall what when this picture was taken, like what year, what event, because again, you're going to want to say, because we can't see the child. Of course, they're going to blur it out for the public. It's a child. But he can see the picture. So if he's claiming you are a pedophile and he's showing you with a child, aren't you going to want to ID the child to say, hey, this child is from an event and this is why he was sitting on my lap? No, I wasn't being a pedophile. Am I making sense? That would help you clear yourself, hopefully, in someone saying that you insinuating that you might be messing with this child. You see what I'm saying? So, what you mean you don't recall?
Can you tell us anything about who that was? Not his name, of course, but who it was?
Just a little boy that got picked for shot the cop and chose me to be his officer.
How can you prove that, though, if you don't recall? You're saying it's a child from your Shop a Cop event. If you don't recall when was the event, then how can you even, that's not even evident. You can't prove that that's where that child came from. But the case is not about him being an actual pedo, so he wouldn't have to, but still.
Who's going to be what?
His officer.
What did you do? Did you do something with him, shop with him, or what?
We put him in the cruisers, turn the lights inside his own parade through town, and we go to Walmart and help him shop. And they come back to the fire department or whatever and help them get their toys ready.
Oh, I know the children love that. That's
You
nice.
did that more than 1 year?
Yes.
And that was a photo that Mr. Foreman or somebody on his behalf took and used in that pedophile posting?
Yes.
I would object to that testimony being thrown out, because you do these with the children that make you sound real noble, but you're saying that particular picture is from that event, but you don't know what event, what year, or who the child was. So how can you say that? That child could indeed be from something Afroman found out about you. I would have this shit thrown out as the as Afroman's attorney.
So, Detective, what effect did it have on you when you saw these posts that you're a pedophile?
You don't know what he wanted.
I was angry, sad, depressed, upset.
Oh, poor
Why are
you.
you sad or upset? It's just isn't it just somebody exaggerating or making jokes or making a comment?
I didn't find it funny at all. I work in law enforcement, have kids, have friends, family.
I'm sorry. This Afroman, I would have countersued him. He was sad, hurt, and depressed. So was I when you raided my home.
And then I'm being blasted all over social media for the entire United States to see them pedophile.
The whole world knows Afroman's address. They didn't even blot it out. Of course, this is all public information, but at the same time, he's not a criminal in this matter. It was invalid. And you found nothing and no charges were filed. Why was his address? He's a known figure. What if people are mad at him and don't know where he stays, but now they know where he stays? They mad because of this, right? All kind of things. Man, I'll be on this.
Did you ever have any evidence that other people were seeing these things, other than the fact that it's on social media? Did they ever say anything or do anything to indicate they'd seen it?
I've had comments made to me since day one.
Like what?
If you want the most recent example, yesterday there was a cheer competition with Adams. I woke my 3-year-old son in to watch his sister cheer, and somebody asked me if I was not a little boy. I'm touching.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
What
At
competition?
the North Adams cheerleading competition.
Ooh.
What other examples?
Every time you go to an event, another comment's made, or somebody says something. Another one I can recall was meet the team night for my daughters. We was in line to get slushies, and people would make the comments behind me.
What comments?
I just called me a thief and pedophile, and why was I there? And then
Well, I'll say this. I hear what he's saying, but check this out. For all the people who live there, people who may see him, people who may want to ask him a question, keep asking. because he can't even tell us who that child is. He say the child is from an event, but they haven't proved that because he said he can't recall. So how do we not know that this isn't from something else? Because Afroman exposed a lot of stuff, or he made a lot of, I'm gonna say he made some stuff that need to be looked into. Okay, right now I'm being specific in this video about the judge. However, could this be one of the things that Afroman found out about this guy? The guy, keep questioning him. Good, he moved. Why did you move if it's clearly a child from the event? I mean, that's the picture he used. What other evidence did he present to the public that you are one? He didn't, because, I mean, he just scratching the surface right now. So the parent knows who the child is, right? So you would be able and willing and able, on the ready, to prove that who this child is. He could have at least said in court, when the DA asked him from what event and what year, he could have said it was from our 2015 spring Shop a Cop event. The child and the parent can be provided if needed to testify whether or not they have any suspicions or allegations against me. But he got none of that. So he don't even know who the child is. How you gonna tell us it's from a Shop a Cop event and you don't know? Man, come on, attorney. You should be object. How you gonna say that? That doesn't absolve you, sir. I'm sorry.
Started playing music, playing some of his songs on their phones.
Some of Mr. Foreman's Afroman songs.
Yes.
This case isn't about your kids. They're not plaintiffs, but did this have any effect on your kids that affected you in turn?
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this. We had a motion, I filed a responded.
Who knows better than to ask the questions, because I don't care about the kids, because he didn't bring the kids in. So
nope. What you mean? Did y'all hear this? Wow, the judge needs to be investigated. Let me rewind this. He said this, your children are not plaintiffs, okay? So we shouldn't even be talking about them. But he continues to ask about how it affected the children. It's invalid. They are not plaintiffs. The attorney just made an objection and said he already filed a motion about this. He should not be standing here bringing the children and allowing him to testify as to how his children are affected, because he's the plaintiff and not his children. First of all, why would the judge say, I don't care about the children? Well, who makes that statement? How's that relevant here? You're not on the jury. You don't get to decide. There is a jury in this case. Either way, it's still an inappropriate statement. What? Then he says he's going to allow it. No, you're not supposed to allow it. If there was something that Afroman's attorney wanted to bring that wasn't relevant, and the DA said, I object to this, it's not relevant, it shouldn't be allowed, the jury will never hear it. It never made it to court. This happens so much in cases, it's not even funny. This is how Casey, what's her name? Is that Anthony? Yeah. You got to watch that whole documentary. We might go over that one day. This is how she was able to get away with it. There was so much evidence that could have made her guilty in court, and it was not allowed. And it mainly came from the autopsy. If y'all know Dr. G, medicine woman, she did the autopsy. She did a documentary where it was a series where she would go over her autopsies and show what her findings and talk about it. Don't ask. I used to, I went to school for criminal justice forensics, computer forensics, but I was also interested in, autopsies, shit like that. And I used to watch her series religiously. And she talked about this case, and she talked about all kinds of things relevant in that autopsy report that they were not allowing her to use in court, and it was it should have been, a lot of it should have been, some of it they can legally do that, so it's whatever. It just depends on whose objections and whatnot the judge is going to be in favor for. But she was saying that also, I think she said they brought her back to testify twice, and she was never allowed to clarify statements that mattered because we are not morticians, so we don't understand some language, right? We don't understand some things, and there was things that the way the prosecution was asking, the defense was asking, that would make it look like it's something it's not, or it would omit some things, and she should have been able to clarify, but when she was trying to, it was not allowed, and she was also pre-told, you just have to answer this and that's it. But these are a lot of the things that let this girl get away with what she did, but hey, we believe there's a higher judge. Hopefully that is the case.
What other indications have you had, detective, that people are seeing and responding to this accusation that you're a pedophile?
It's what's been said to me. It's been shared, been sent to me. I've been make comments at games, while in the store. It's just, there's so much that's happened. I don't even remember half of it.
So you
had an opportunity today to at least settle in the minds of the people that, hey, this boy is from an event. No, you didn't do that. You didn't take the opportunity, you big dummy. So I think he lied when he say the boy is from an event. Because why would you not at least, listen, if you accuse me of messing with a child and you show a picture of me with that child, when I get my chance on stand, I'm going to at least be able to say, I done already verified who this child is. This child is from this event. Now, if we have to, if this goes any further, his parents can say they don't know what you're talking about. He didn't do that. As far as I'm concerned, there's more to this.
The Hamilton County Deputy Sheriff. Sorry, I said that earlier. You were an Adams County Deputy Sheriff.
Sorry.
And you're not anymore?
He's sorry.
Why?
I ended up leaving the sheriff's office just because of this, because of being called a pedophile on the team.
Explain to us just a little more about why that was so upsetting that you actually left your job.
Because the sheriff's office, so I'm from Adams County, where all my family and friends are from. The sheriff's office was my dream job. My position, I was friends with everybody, and it was where I planned to stay. It's been my career. I dedicated a lot of time, over 10 years, to Adams County. Whether it was calling at 1 o'clock in the morning or working 14 hours, I dedicated a lot of my time to Adams County. And I love working at the sheriff's office. But it just got to be so much. If you go to a call or take a phone call or you make a traffic stop, something said, go to Walmart, something said. I stopped one of my kids' games for a little bit because every time I would show up, everybody would be looking at me or something would be said to me. It just spared their embarrassment.
Okay. All right. So sue me, because I'm gonna assume that this guy is not intelligent and he should go do something else or go back to school and get some at least basic common sense. Because if all this is happening to your life, sir, why would you not come on here and settle the minds of the people that this ain't you? Not in the least bit. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. You can't even tell us who the child really is. You just said something. You said something that we still don't know if that is who you trying to say it is. Because you provided no additional information on who the child is. And we don't know the child. So yeah, he's either not that bright or he just, not that bright. Or he guilty. That's an option. That's an option. For real. Yeah, go ahead and move. It's national now.
When did you leave the sheriff's office?
I ended up leaving in October of 2023.
You have, do your kids' friends come to your house and hang out?
They don't anymore.
Do they used to?
They used to have huge slumber parties, especially on their birthdays. They'd have 10 or 11 kids over.
Good for the
And
parents.
essentially, once
Protect
that
your
started, it
children.
stopped. I don't recall the last time my daughters have had a friend over, if they've had one ever since then.
Detective, did you ask Mr. Foreman to take down these posts?
I didn't personally.
Oh,
Did you,
so what the problem is?
through your attorney,
Yes.
and have they been taken down?
No.
Are they still
Dismiss.
there?
Yes.
Dismiss.
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Dismiss.
Is this a good time to attend?
Dismiss. Dismiss. Objection. Dismiss. Okay? He is taken off the case. He is not a part of this case. His charges specifically are dismissed as of right here, right now. Okay? We're not gonna wait for a full verdict. That helps you overall, because he don't have a valid case. Okay, so if there's going to be a ruling, it won't have nothing to do with his part of it. Okay, that helps me get a favorable judgment even more. He didn't provide anything that says that Afroman lied. Not at all. And you didn't even make an attempt to ask him to even take it down. You didn't. That's the first step. Can you take this down? I mean, you could still sue because it's done been out there. The damage is done. But you didn't even ask him to take it down. You didn't. You don't have to go knock on his door with a pie in your hand. Put yourself in danger. You can have your attorney send something. You can send a formal or certified mail letter formally requesting that you can show us for him to take it down, and he refused to. Okay, that's what we talking about over here. They need to be investigated. Stop playing.
That's right.
Yes.
Then we'll do that. It's called for and then a break. Thanks.
So Brian, you're still employed as a police officer, correct?
Yes.
You're employed in
Excuse me,
Norwood,
you
correct?
not finished?
When you went to Norwood, you got a pay raise, correct?
Yes.
What's that? Bragging? I mean, what we trying to do
You
here?
asked questions about the search warrant.
Oh, that's the other
Is it
attorney. I was about to
correct
say,
to
what
say you were in charge of
we
executing
saying
the
there
search
for?
warrant?
Correct.
And you counted all the money?
I did.
You had full control of it the whole time?
Not the
Wait a
entire time.
minute. Excuse me. The county he's in now, y'all better look into him. You gave him a raise? Oh, wait. Okay. Let me see if I can figure this one out. Cause what? Okay, so you took on somebody who left because he was being accused of being a pedo. I'm sorry, but as the defense attorney, again, this man did a good job. Clearly, he won. But I would be, one of the first things I would ask him after asking him all that, before they hired you, did they check and did they do an investigation on that? I'm not hiring no officer who leaves his job because he is being scrutinized by his own town because someone accused him of being a pedophile, so much so that they posted a picture of him with a child in his lap. That's an indication that I ain't trying to get myself offed. More happened. They done already raided my home for no reason. But I found some stuff. Y'all might want to look into this. So we just don't care. So we gonna take in an accused pedo and give him a raise. I'm sorry, defense attorney. You should have asked, dude, what did they investigate that matter before they decided to hire him to serve and protect in their town with their children?
Oh, walk me through the process by which you cataloged the money.
So while we were conducting a search of the residence, another deputy located the money, I believe, in a jacket pocket from the suit. He handed me the money, explained to me where he found it. At that point, I start to count it in the same room. Once I count it, I collect it, put it in its bag, and take it downstairs.
So let's back up. That was very general. So when you counted it, where did you count it?
I counted it in the bedroom where it was located.
And you counted it on the floor.
Yes.
And you made specific piles.
Yes.
Now, that's not all the money that was recovered, is what was coming out of the suit, right?
Correct.
Where was the other money recovered?
There was more money covered from it. I believe it was an office downstairs
And where did you count that money?
in that room.
On the floor?
I don't recall if it was on the floor or maybe on a desk that was there.
And you were wearing your body cam the whole time?
Yes.
What was the time difference between the suit jacket money and the money downstairs?
I don't recall.
Okay, so what we have just heard, him counting the money was recorded. Okay? So we know the amount they took. Let's be clear on that.
They reviewed your body camera.
Yeah, it's been every year. I don't recall what the time frame was.
Well, Mr. Newman, let's ask that question. You were deposed, correct?
Yes,
You were deposed on August 8th of 2025, correct?
correct.
Have you watched the body
Listen,
camera?
this is gotta be a joke. If you accuse me of taking money, I'm gonna know everything about that. I counted the money. He asked the time frame. Man, I done went over that video so many times. It was 5 minutes apart. What other questions you got? Because I got the answers. I know everything concerning what I did not do that you're accusing me of doing. Let's go. What?
Well, I think that I have watched pieces of it. I haven't watched the entire thing.
See?
What pieces have you watched?
Just of me recounting.
He don't even take it seriously. Man, if y'all don't get out my courtroom with this man, he don't even take. I watch bits and pieces of it. Sir, you are being accused of something and you're suing about it, saying it's a lie, and you don't know shit. Oh, well, it must be true, or you just don't care. That's why you sitting there with a little smirk on your face with your Andy Griffith haircut.
Money. So in the bedroom.
You watched only the part of your
Blue
body
suit,
cam
too.
where you recounted the money in the bedroom only.
Correct.
You never watched the part
Like, he
downstairs.
can't. He like Opie
You never
grown
watched the part
up.
where you sealed the evidence bag.
No.
Did you seal the evidence bag?
The evidence bag was not initially sealed, no.
What do you mean by initially sealed?
So it's not a self-sealing bag. It has to be taped.
It
So
should
was
be.
placed in an evidence bag and then brought downstairs to a central location. And
It
so
should be.
to the sheriff's office.
In a central location, where is that?
In the kitchen.
And you left it there alone?
No.
Where did you leave it?
When I first got downstairs, Officer Cooley was sitting on the counter and I asked him to keep an eye on it while I continued the search.
Okay, and did he keep an eye on it?
As far as I know, yes.
What do you mean, search now?
I mean, I wasn't there the entire time I went on to continue searching the residence.
They need to be investigated. Improperly handling evidence. We don't just do it the way we want to do it. We do it by the book. So if somebody say, hey, I had $20,000 and you took that. No, because we went by the book. You don't just get to take people's stuff and handle it how you want to handle it. There's a reason for the procedure. Okay? We're not just going to take money from somebody's house and just treat it like, oh, it's just, I'm going to go pay my light bill later, so I'm going to set this right here. Hey, man, hold my light bill money right quick. I know how much it is. Okay, I'm back for my light bill money. Let me go pay my light bill. No, it's not your money. It's not any money that you can just handle any way you want. It's property that was taken that either needs to be a part of evidence in a trial, or it needs to be returned back to the person you took it from. We need to be held accountable, because you can't just take anything out of it and then say, here's your $5 that we found. Oh, it was more than $5. Well, that's all we got.
Then come back down.
But wouldn't he be in the chain of custody?
Yeah.
So did he sign the evidence bag?
No, I didn't. He wasn't in charge of the custody in that sense of signing or slinging on his back. I just brought the cash down while I was still conducting.
He handled the evidence. He was in charge of holding the evidence. Bitch, if I give you some evidence to hold for me, I ain't gonna be the only one signing this bag, because you had your hands on it too. What? So okay, if you didn't have him sign the bag, which you should have, then I guess when you put it in there, you counted the same thing that you gave to him. Or did he take 2 and you took 2? And y'all was like, this is how much we gonna say it is. Because which one? Which one?
And search and ask him to keep an eye on
So the cash was never left alone?
Keep an eye on
it.
it.
That's my knowledge of it.
Were you interviewed by Mr. Robinson in relation to this matter?
No.
Wow. Just.
Did you make a report about the missing money?
I didn't know.
So there was this question about return on a search warrant. Can you explain what that is?
The return?
Yes.
That's just an itemized list of property seized from location or...
They do everybody like this,
Did it
huh?
include an amount of money seized on it?
Yes.
Does that amount of money match what was written on the evidence bag?
Yes.
So as far as the court knows, there was more money taken than what was returned?
I'm sorry.
Well,
So as
you
far as
heard.
the court knows with the return,
What's it?
more money was taken than what was returned.
That's the way it appeared, yes.
Did you put in an amended search warrant return?
I don't believe so.
So you
Huh?
corrected your statement to the court.
Oh.
Does the Adams County Sheriff's Office have a policy and procedure pertaining to the
This is
counterfeit
a
money
lie.
as evidence?
I believe so.
Do you believe so?
I have worked there in almost 3 years.
Well, before you worked there, did they have one?
It was, I don't necessarily know if it was a written policy, but it was to
A
have.
policy that you clearly did not follow because you don't even know if it was the policy. But that's your town. Your family's there. You work there. You took pride in your job and all that. But you can't tell us what the policy was. Because it's been a year and you forgot. Who forgets? It's your career. Policy is policy. What we talking about here? You don't know the policy that you don't follow. Ask me, should I stop? Full stop at a stop sign. Yes, it's policy, not a rolling stop, not a slow down. You must stop. And if you don't, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Because it's policy. If I say, oh, I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked at. No. We see stop signs all the time. We got to know the policy, right? You take evidence all the time. You got to know the policy. Ooh, corruption.
Did two people come to you?
No.
Oh, I'm changing that. Can you tell me why?
So explain to me why it matters.
See?
Where you're going in this
See?
case is
What you
context. I mean, why it's wrong.
Oh, the whole thing. Look at him. Do y'all have baby eating parties in the basement together? Cause what you doing? What you mean? Why not? Just if you asking that question, I need you to take that robe off and get down. What you mean? Why does it matter? Are we serious? We serious? We can see this on. It's right here. I don't even know these people. I'm somewhere else, and I can see this. You know, we can see you. We can hear you. Wow. Just okay. All right.
And this is relevant because if the evidence of Mr. Robinson is admitted, which he
What kind
has
of
not
world
been
we
here, but
living
if it is
in?
admitted, this would be direct evidence since he did not interview the person who counted the money. This would go to counter
He
Mr.
got to
Robinson's
explain.
report.
He got to explain this to the judge because the judge is getting on his behind. Look at him. That's a big gavel. What? He probably want to hit him with it. Look how he looking at him. Look how the judge looking at that man. Like, what you doing? Your job? What the hell? He might not be safe. I don't know if he from that town. This is crazy. He got to explain this to the judge because the judge is grueling him about something that should be a clear red flag. They need outside investigations to occur. This is insane in the membrane.
Actually, in my motion to eliminate, I talked about it in the idea that we did not have time to depose Mr. Robinson and determine what his investigation was or who he interviewed. As such, I'm asking a leading question of Mr. Newland because he didn't follow the policies and procedures. This was not taken into account by Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Robinson has made
Bro,
certain
I can't
conclusions
believe
that
what I'm hearing. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe this. I can't believe that this is not a Matlock movie or something, and this is real freaking life. Did you hear what the dude is saying? He already filed motions on this. Look at him looking at his paperwork like he don't know. How do you not know? You're the judge. That's your job. Now, the jury is the one that's supposed to make the decision. You're supposed to make sure all this is done right and legal. Now, if he filed, look at him. Somebody said in the comment section, the judge looks more at his poop when he finished than he did at anything concerning this trial. And I see why they said that. If you're young, you'll understand when you get older. Your poop tells a lot about what's going on with you and what's not. And some people just like to see their corn come out. I don't know. But why is he looking at that paperwork? You looking for the motion he said he filed? He probably ain't looked at none of them. He just knew it ain't going down. What you mean? He already filed the motion. Dude should have known to have his answer prepared on why he didn't follow procedure. Now he is making it worse for himself and his whole department or former department by coming on here and letting us know that he don't even know what the policy is because they don't follow the policy, and they clearly didn't follow the policy here in this case. So don't nobody do their job. They just do whatever they want. And that is the reason why they in court right now. And it's not even by Afro. Afroman didn't even sue these people. They tried to sue him because he made fun of it. Child, this man was genius for what he did. It shows even more. These people self-snitched in so many ways. They should have, see, if you was doing your job instead of trying to go against people, what? Now, I saw another interview by Afroman, and he talks about how it's not many Negroes in this town. And just like King Kong, just like Jack Johnson. Yeah, clearly Afroman likes some white girls. Do I need to say anything more? Do we know why his house got raided? I think we know, boss. I think we know. They thought they was doing something. Man, they'll pay for me to move. Okay, they sure will.
Report that this would tend to cause issue with.
Mr. Robinson on the witness list?
Mr. Robinson is listed on Mr. Klingler's witness list.
Is that a call?
He looking for anything he can, ain't he?
My concern is going to be hearsay. And everything you're asking the wrong witness is in that category.
What?
I get what you're doing. I just try to.
No, I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing. What you mean hearsay? Hearsay about what job he did and did not do. Regardless of whether or not we call the other guy that was involved, we still talking about what the man that's on the stand right now, who is part of a doggone case, did or did not do. Huh? This is what happens when you got your little town and y'all just get away with whatever you want to. See, when you come in front of other people, we see you, Bo. Clear as day. You get too comfortable. You don't even know how to hide your own mess.
Afraid I'm not understanding the hearsay argument, Your Honor.
He's going to say what another person
I ain't either.
Observed.
I ain't either.
I'm not.
See it, but read about it or doesn't have a first
He trying his hard. They pay him good, don't they?
Involved in that part of it. And he for him to work.
So dude on the stand is baby making. Where the baby's at? Is the judge eating them? He mighty orange-ish looking. Ohio got something like that? What's going on? Cause why he trying so hard? Huh? Why he trying so hard? What you got going on, Judge? What's going on with y'all? I bet you there's so much here that ain't even funny. Damn.
Besides that, that's where I was talking about the policies and procedures, which would not be hearsay. The idea you should know
I get
they are.
that. I'm just trying to
You do?
track where you're going so I don't miss the ship sailing.
What? You don't listen. Don't worry about it. The jury don't need to miss the ships. Boy, the jury. I know that attorney want to say what I'm saying and a whole lot more. But, you know, at the end of the day, he can formally and properly say the jury, you know, is the ones that don't need to miss the ship sailing. And then he's trying to smile. He is trying his hardest. This is crazy.
Mr. Newman, you worked at the Adams County Sheriff's Office from,
Look at,
what's the date on that?
look at.
2014 to 2023.
Yes.
During that time, when you started the Sheriff's Office in 2014,
Where you smile
reviewed
at?
policies and procedures.
Yes.
So you would have seen the policy on counting cash.
If there was one at the time, yes. I don't recall.
So you don't know if there was a policy at the time.
Correct.
They studied Lil Woody or something because he don't recall
So
again.
how do you know it's the
Bro, that worked for him, but you got to know how to use it. You can't keep not recalling about your own career, your own job. This is important, okay? You know, a lot of us can't do that. We can't just be sitting up here saying, I don't recall. Do you know if I was called in about safety procedures, and I keep saying I don't recall, I'm out of there. Because ain't nobody trying to have no bodies on their hands. Ain't nobody trying to pay that money either. But, you know, it's just, that's unacceptable. It just won't fly. That's a serious job you got there, bro. You know? That's a serious job you have there, sir. If you don't recall, you ain't qualified. We need to get you up out of there. Okay, you need some more training. Maybe you could try it again some other time. But this dude got a raise somewhere. And y'all see what y'all gave a raise to? I hope you watched it. I mean, why wouldn't you? He's your officer now. Safety.
Must be counted by 2 people.
That was the practice that we only adhered to. It would be counted by one, it would be counted by a second.
And the second person would initial the evidence bag?
No, it was just kind of like almost like a system of checks and balances. And then the seizing officer would still initial the evidence.
This may sound an extremely stupid question. How many times did you count the money?
I counted it one time.
Why only once?
I just, I want to count it one time.
I ain't never seen nobody count their money one time. If it's more than a couple of dollars, who count their money one time? Who counts hundreds of dollars one time? Nobody. Nobody. You teach this as starting with your children. You teach the children, no, count it again. Make sure you didn't make no mistake. My granddaddy would shake that dollar. It's $1, Grandpa. Can I just get the dollar? He gonna wet his fingers and pinch it and rub it. Make sure they ain't none stuck together. And he gonna shake it. Hold it up. Look at it. See if he can see through the air. If there's another dollar attached, there ain't no 20. None of that. Okay? Before he hand you that. By that time, the ice cream truck done gone down the doggone street.
Until he got done.
Everybody got ice cream except for
So when
me.
you retrieved the bag, you never counted it again?
Correct.
Did you seal the evidence bag before you left?
I did not.
Did you seal the evidence bag at the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
Yes, it was still down to insurance office.
I didn't ask if it was sealed. I asked if you sealed it.
Yes, I would have sealed the bag.
So you stole the money then, Bo?
Back to the deposition of August 8th, 2025. Do you remember that day?
Yes.
You remember I asked you about the money?
I remember that conversation about the money, yes.
You remember I asked you if you sealed the evidence bag at that time?
I don't recall you asking me.
What? You called
Did you ask the sheriff
conversation,
to
but
do an
not that
investigation on
question.
missing money?
I didn't know.
Who?
So I just want to get something clear here because my notes.
Yeah, let's. Boy, they investigate. He said you stole the money and you didn't ask for an investigation to prove you didn't steal the money. So why are you suing this man? I'm confused because nothing so far. I mean, you didn't even get an investigation because you stole the money. Okay, now I said you stole the money. Come on, bring your ass, Mr. Postman. Okay, you stole it, boy. Okay, I hope it was worth it. Huh? Did you buy that suit? You got your hair cut. Okay, it's a nice cut. You look sharp. You really do, but you ain't sharp.
You were in the Army at the same time you were a deputy, right?
So, yes, I was in the reserves at the time.
In the military, too?
So that's why you would have been a full-time deputy in 2014 and then discharged honorably from the military in 2015?
Correct.
Okay.
So you acting slow because you crooked.
You said this job was exciting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by exciting?
So, like I said, when I left the military, I wanted a career that would be not mundane, but kind of like an exciting, something new.
Because you get fine stuff to keep.
Such as law enforcement.
Okay.
And you've been called derogatory names before, correct?
Yes.
Ooh.
Significant derogatory names, correct?
Yes.
Ooh, like?
And that's by members of the public, correct?
Yes.
And that was prior to 2022, correct?
Yes.
Oh. What they call them?
You mentioned you had some brothers. You have a brother that worked in law enforcement?
Yes.
Was he the chief of Peoples?
He was.
Why did he leave?
What does it matter?
Your Honor, has
Judge?
because
Judge.
one of the images has William Newland, and as you read through the post actually talks about Mr. Newland leaving the police department, so therefore I am building a foundation to show the truth of what statements are in there.
But the reference to the plaintiff's.
Judge, shut your mouth.
It's,
Clearly we going somewhere.
Give me a second, I'll tell you what you did. I'll re-ask the question. Why did your brother leave the People's Police Department?
he was charged with some kind of crime through the Adams County prosecutor's office. He was subsequently convicted, and he resigned or quit sometime during the process.
And it is a fair statement to say it involved minor children.
I don't know anything about the investigation.
You don't know anything about your brother's crime he was charged with.
Just what I've seen on jail tracker in the past.
So you're not close to your brother.
I'm not. No.
Are you close to your family then?
Yeah, most of my family.
Then why did your brother use law enforcement?
Well, we were both in young at the same time.
Oh my
Separate parts of the world.
God! Stop
And we
it!
kind of got close again. And then
Just. This ain't good. This is not good at all. So there is something there. This man need to be investigated. This is something that okay. Oh shoot. See, Afroman just gave y'all a starter kit. Okay, he let it be known. It's a lot going on here. Dang. And then he gonna try to act like he don't know. That's your brother, and he was the chief. How exciting is it, boy? What y'all been doing? What y'all been doing? So the brother was convicted. He said out his own mouth. Out his own mouth. And he probably got away with just getting fired. And that's the sad part. You know? But them children got to live with what happened to them for the rest of their life. Y'all got to stop letting people get away with this stuff. You got to be kidding me. I knew it. I knew there had to be something behind it. You think that man just came on here and called this dude when you can clearly see that he does the cop shop with a cop? So that would involve him, you know, having these events and stuff with the children, taking them to get on the fire truck, go to Walmart, get you some toys and clothes and shoes and book bags. So why would you say that he is a pedo when he's a shopper cop mentor? Because he's probably a pedo. And his brother clearly was a pedo. So Afroman found some stuff. That means it can be found. Honestly, there's a high percentage that people came to him also with information because of this case. And they needed to be, you know, we need some discovery. They need to be exposed. And so people who could not, you know, do that, and people who have been harmed likely came to Afroman and said, this is what you're up against. This is what they've been up to. Because he brought out a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's some satire here and there, but no, this right here shows that wherever I don't recall what they said where he works now, but and people in that town, y'all need to make sure this dude is investigated. Because it clearly they didn't investigate him before they hired him. Damn. I gotta rewind this part. Your brother, your brother was convicted and they let him leave. It sounded like was he fired? Wait, let's see.
First to one of his exhibits, yes, give me a second, I'll tell you what you put. I'll read this question. Why did your brother leave the People's Police Department?
He left.
He was charged.
He got away. So he left so he can go work somewhere else. So he can go somewhere else and get a position like that with power and respect. Yeah, they're gonna know why he left, but they're not gonna care. Just like they didn't care when they hired this one. This is what they do. They let them leave instead of firing them for this situation. That will make you ineligible to go and get in such a position again to harm others. I understand them letting him leave because he was not charged with any of that stuff. He was just made fun of about it. And so he got ahead of things and he left. He took a play from his brother's playbook. Instead of coming on here, it's now it makes sense why he can't tell us who that boy really is. Not that we need, he can't say this child is from this event. It was November the 12th, 1972, and this was our Shop a Cop event, and he is one of our boys from that event. That can be verified, and he can be questioned. His mom can be questioned. He said the boy was from the event, and he don't know what year or which event. None of that.
And you've been called derogatory names before, correct?
Yes.
Significant derogatory names, correct?
Yes.
And that's by members of the public, correct?
He's smart because he didn't say the names. The judge would have stopped him. The judge would have tried to make him move on to something else. He's smart for not saying what, because we know what the names are. We know now. We know what the names were that he was called.
Yes.
And that was prior
Same
to
thing
2022,
Afroman
correct?
said.
Yes.
You mentioned you have some brothers. You have a brother that worked in
So
law
you know
enforcement?
Afroman got information. They was already calling him that. So you know he got, man, so we got social media and we got the internet. Inbox. Here you go. This your boy right here.
Yes.
Was he the chief of police?
He was.
Why did he leave?
Why does it matter?
Your Honor has been brought up because
Ooh, the judge coming in right now, sending me. He is really sending me. Like, bro, you are clearly trying to help them. Man, they definitely cover for each other in everything that they do. This is scary.
just has William Newland, and as you read through the post actually talks about Mr. Newland leaving the police department, so therefore I am building a foundation to show the truth of what statements are in there.
Is that the reference to the plaintiff's picture you were talking about?
It's a reference to one of his exhibits, yes. Give me a second, I'll tell you which exhibit. I'll read this question. Why did your brother leave the People's Police Department?
He was charged with some kind of crime through Adams County Prosecutor's Office. He was
Some kind of crime.
subsequently convicted and he resigned or quit.
And convicted. He was convicted. He was convicted and allowed to resign. No, 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 no. I can't say no enough. No, that's not how that go. That is not how that go. Accusations, he resigns. Who can stop him? Convicted? Bro, you have to be fired. This is on your record, and you are not qualified anymore. Are we serious right now? Man, if these people don't get investigated.
And it is a fair statement to say it involved minor children.
I really don't know anything about the investigation.
What? How? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He was convicted. What was he convicted of? What was your brother, the chief of police of your dream job, convicted of? You don't know anything about it? You don't know how you know he convicted then? That's hearsay. What, you telling lies? Like, what's going on? What makes you so confident that if your brother get convicted of something, I don't care if you didn't talk to him in 10 years. That's your family. Everybody know. Disgraceful. These are the men of the family. He's the chief of police. Everybody proud. He got convicted of what as the chief of police? The family don't know? Huh? Baby bro don't know? You don't know what your big brother got convicted of? Your sheriff brother? Your chief of police brother? Your chief of police brother got convicted of? What?
You don't know
Pedos.
anything about your brother's crime he was charged with.
Just what I've seen on jail tracker in the past.
So you're not close to your brother.
I'm not, no.
Are you close to your family then?
Yeah, most of my family.
Then why not your brother? He's in law enforcement.
Well, we were both young at the same time, separate parts of the world. We kind of got close again, and then once this, his issues happened, we kind of drifted apart again.
Why did they stretch apart? Why would you stray away from your brother, who you just got close with, over his accusations and his charges when you don't even know what they are? You a sorry little brother. You a sorry sapsucker of a brother because you don't even know what they charging him for, and that's your brother. And y'all are cool again. Brothers love brothers. Like, what we talking about? You're not gonna take away my brother. And I don't even know what he charged for. If this ain't a lie, then we don't know what lies are. Do we know?
She had a criminal problem.
Correct.
Let's talk about that. Has anybody asked you about that prior to 2022 when he was charged?
No.
No one
Lie.
asked you about your brother.
Lie.
I'm sorry. Like before he was charged and it came out to everybody? No.
So no one asked you about your brother being charged with a crime?
Yeah, after the fact, I've been asked about.
Yeah, because you just tried to say no. You understand what he's saying. You was in the military and you was an investigator. Boy, stop acting dumb. We see you. We hear you. Stop it. You just told a lie. He was clear on his question. He gonna try to change it before that. Nobody asked me. I doubt it. Somebody said something. But that don't even matter. Stop. Just stop.
When was the first time you were asked about it?
It would have been shortly after he was charged or arrested.
So you know what he was charged for? Didn't you tell us you didn't know nothing about it? Huh? Did you tell us you said you don't know? So people asked you a question and didn't ask about what it was. How did that work? Let's see possible scenarios. What's your brother being charged for? Well, why would they even know he's being charged if they don't even know what he's allegedly charged for? At least allegedly. How could they not know? How did he even begin to get charged? It's got to get out. People know, and they press for charges because they don't charge themselves. We know that. So they're not gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna charge you," and then not fire him once he's convicted as a freaking chief. This is stupid. We not believing you, sir. Your ass need to be in jail. I'm sure. There's some things that this dude is guilty of that he needs to be in jail for. This is crazy. I'm just this is corruption in plenty of places that we see right here on display. Just like when they had the Young Thug trial, although those were some thugs. Let's be clear. The law is thugs too. Okay. And here we go again. Here we go. Y'all gotta stop letting this go to waste. This one can't go to waste. It's clear that they all need to be investigated. Him and the whole department, the county, the judge, everybody. Is Epstein's all over the place. Hillary's, Hunter Biden's, everything. They're everywhere. Look at this. With a smirk too. He got a permanent little smirk that he does. He look like a clean cut, good old country boy. Up here acting dumb. And you was in the military. See, you ought to get boy.
Pretty surprised me.
And that was prior to Mr. Foreman's video. And that was correct.
Disrespectful.
I believe so, yeah.
So now you've said people treated you differently since Mr. Foreman's post.
Yes.
So people come and ask you about your brother. Did they treat you differently because of that?
It was just on a smaller scale. I was asked about it, and then that was it. It wasn't shared, and I wasn't put in music videos and everything else because of that reason.
But your brother's
Right, she can cook. And that's part of what Afroman wrote in his post, that they should not have immunity. We all know this. That's dangerous. Look at this. This is a prime example right here. All of these cases can be used into why these people should not have immunity. This is a clear case right now because they can hurt people in so many ways and not be held accountable and then continue. They need to move, serve, and protect, because that was never true. Serve and protect their laws and crimes, but not people, not the people, not the people. Trump should have been thrown away immediately upon even coming out his mouth talking about some immunity. For law enforcement and himself? Absolutely not. We have become these third world countries we talk about. Clearly. This is scary.
Listen to the front page of the local newspaper, correct?
Yeah,
So
So you
everybody
and your
has
brother
to
like
know
children.
that your brother was
that's-
charged.
correct.
And so did people treat you differently at that time?
Mm-hmm. No,
Not at all.
no.
Why did they treat you differently?
That'd be a question for them.
Children, they were letting their children come over.
Since he said he doesn't know, you shouldn't ask that question, strike it.
Let's try the question. You know.
I think that would be a classic example of testimony from the lawyer, not the witness, who said he doesn't know.
He's still going.
Go ahead.
But this
If
is
you know
bold.
they treated you differently when your brother was on the front page of paper, how do you know that your
Front
treatment today,
page.
or as you
Man,
testified, was due
listen.
solely
Can we,
to
sir,
Mr.
attorney, please, sir? I know, I'm not, boy, we not criticizing you in the least bit because you won that case. But can we please, at this point, make it clear and on the record that this dude absolutely knows what his brother was charged for? He's been ridiculed about it. It was on the front page. He's been asked about it by people. It's his brother. He was the chief of police. At this point, it's clear that he lied when he said he didn't know the charges. He knows the charges. I mean, I know. The judge is hot on his ass, and you know he want to win his case, and the judge is gonna clearly be corrupt. We see that, so he's, you know, it's implied. We see that, but I need that on record. It could still be used and brought up, but I would just punch him at this point, sir. You can't tell me you don't know what his charges are. You lied. You said you didn't know what his charges are. Matter of fact, get your ass off the stand, because I put in a motion for dismissal of his part of the case, because he's done lied how many times? Too many times, and they need to investigate his ass. Okay, I'll throw that in there. I'll be on some Madlock shit. I'll have everybody order in the court. Nah, no. Can we get him out of here? But go ahead and expose him some more.
Well, prior to it, nobody called me a pedophile. Prior to this, there was nothing published about me being a pedophile. Prior to this, nobody asked me if I was molesting my 3-year-old son.
What about the officer? Let me rephrase the question.
If I see you, I'm
Did the
angry.
officers that you work with at Norwood put up a picture or an image of Mr. Foreman on your computer?
Yes.
Did you ask them to take it down?
No.
Did they think it was funny?
Yes.
And they're in law enforcement? Did they think any different of you because of this?
I don't know.
They don't treat you differently?
I don't really, I mean, I work with them, but I don't really associate with them. Go there and I do my job and I come home.
That's
When you interviewed for the Norwood
No,
Police
answer the
Department, they never held anything Mr. Foreman said against you.
I don't believe so. No.
he let him get away with too much. If they work with you, they treat you away. Okay, my supervisor is unfair to me and disrespectful to me, and he yells at me and he calls me names. He talks about my clothes being wrinkled. Like, oh, they treat me with respect. You know, they're nice, they're friendly. You know, they seem to be fair as far as my duties and everything. No, the people treat you regardless of the nature of your relationship. If you're involved with each other, they treat you a certain way. That's stupid. Just let this dude sit up here and play this doggone dumb. Now, you're not going to do us like that. Us country folk ain't dumb like that now. Just because you work with them, that don't mean that they don't treat you no kind of way at all. Then they don't have no involvement with you then, sir. Let's just stop the monkey show. It's really embarrassing at this point. Let's just
Would it be fair to say it did not affect your professional career then?
cut it out.
How's that?
Even if I move locations from Adams County to Cincinnati or to Los Angeles, people still ask if I'm a pedophile. People still ask me what it's about. People still ask me if I'm a thief.
But the people you work
Are
with
you?
do not ask that, correct?
They don't ask me if I know.
When you were interviewed, your future employer never asked you that question.
No.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
So when you say it,
Alrighty then.
you're only referring
So
to...
they didn't ask him if he was a pedo either. And they didn't look into neither one of them. They just hired him because that's what they do. Paul Mooney said they have the complexion for the protection. There you go.
people in the public, right?
No.
There you go. Because
Even though it's
if you
environment.
was a black and you was on board with them, they throw you under the bus quick. You would not get protected. So you and Paul Mooney absolutely right.
Maybe people do have bias against me, in law enforcement. I don't know.
Were you ever passed up for promotion because of this?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, he got a raise and a
Were you
new
ever
job.
disciplined because of this?
No.
And you agree while you're out in the public, people are seeing you perform your law enforcement duties?
Pray for
Yes.
him and his
And
family
based
to
upon
move.
what they see, they will make comments about you, correct?
Yes.
So how you perform your duties reflects on your reputation?
Yes.
And you testify in the courtroom before, correct?
Y'all, we ain't got our spring weather yet. They don't have spring break and everything. I'm trying to figure out why they messing with the weather. I know that they don't like the sun. I know the sun bothers them and all that, but that don't mean the mosquitoes ain't coming. So I'm making my mosquito repellent for home and away. Okay, home and work. I'm making it now. I'm using essential oils and stuff. And this year, I'm adding a couple of other things. I should be selling my formula, but I need it. I need it. Okay. For some reason they love them females love my blood. All right. You don't get to suck on somebody else through your straw and then come and then try to suck on me too. Stay away. Stay away. And Obama need to be investigated for the mosquitoes he released. He claimed they drones. These people play God. Like, how you gonna say I release a whole bunch of mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes are sterile, so when they mate, they're gonna be sterile. Well, we're still getting bit. I know he only released them in certain areas, but what did they make? What was that? Smell good. I just these people they're weird. They're weird.
Yes.
Have you ever testified in a civil case before?
No.
Have you ever testified in a civil case that involved the duties of a police officer?
Premium.
No.
It's rosemary.
You've had citizens comment on your execution of your duties before, correct?
Yes.
Not all those comments have been positive, have they?
Correct.
So you agree that as a police officer, you are subject to public scrutiny,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
and you've never sought to keep your status as a law enforcement officer secret?
No.
Have you ever been in the local newspaper?
Yes.
Was it positive or negative?
Positive.
But not everything they read is positive, is it?
Correct.
As you've said that people can comment on your execution of your duties as a police officer, did you follow the procedure correctly in execution of the search warrant?
And the execution of the search warrant itself, yes.
So you knocked on the door as required by law,
Correct.
and then you decided to kick it in,
Correct.
and then when you couldn't kick it in, you went to the side door with the battering ram?
Correct.
Why did you try to kick the door in with your foot?
Is this what we're not trying?
Your Honor, he has opened the door and saying that his...
No, I closed the door. So I don't think we're trying a search warrant case.
Your Honor, he is claiming that his reputation is linked to how he performs his official duties. I am merely introducing that he has not followed procedures. And
He
therefore,
tired of that
you can
judge.
Criticize him on that,
Yes,
and
he should
therefore,
be.
he would have that as part of his reputation that everybody would have to consider.
We don't have a standard against which to measure that.
He
which is
tired.
the
He
whole
good and
point.
tired of that judging. So
So
am I.
how are we going to get a standard against which to measure that? Otherwise, you get a dance in the deep end instead we're not dancing it.
If we can present that he hasn't done his job correctly and that would reflect negative on his reputation, then I don't understand what we would be presenting that, because his reputation is exactly what he's finding damage. It is the very issue that they're going to ask for money damages about.
You have an expert that's
You
going to say
listen,
there's a violation of the
who is
search
this
warrant
man?
process.
I'm
No,
gonna
this
look his
man
name
has
up.
policies and procedures in
Good
place.
on him for challenging this raggedy judge. Good on him. Good on him for not backing down too much. Good on him. Good on him.
At that time,
There are some.
there are, yes.
Well, then put the foundation out there first. If my prior decision made that clear, I'm trying to work with you. Don't get me wrong.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty good.
You're trying to
at
help
staying
them.
Laser focused.
I'm trying to ask the questions now so I don't have to recall Mr. Newman after the Sheriff Kenny Dick is called, so he can tell us what the policies were at that time. But I can say this line of question and recall him later for it, if that would be more amenable to the court.
Seeing policies and procedures on your witness list
A witness list or exhibit list, Your Honor?
altogether, so exhibit list. I might have an old one.
There is an amended one.
What? You said Bill Gates released them?
Yes.
Amended one.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Because
My state March 12th, you met it on Friday.
I find it weird that people didn't have a problem with this, because since I'm so heavily attacked by mosquitoes, I'm offended by mosquitoes heavily, and they attack me heavily too. If Bill Gates is involved, then we already know what it is. Something that will buzz around and bite people. Blood to blood. And then, the stupid things. Yeah, we're going to be talking about this more. I'm gonna move on with the subject, but yeah, I'm definitely look into that, and we're gonna talk about this some more for sure. And it's coming. That season is coming. Yeah, damn.
Might be unpaid.
That's a very scary thought.
Witness list.
I appreciate you telling me that. I'm gonna definitely look into
Policies and
that.
procedures for Adams County Sheriff's Office.
So that's the whole policy procedure manual.
Yes, Your Honor, although we're going to try to take
And
that
this
to
judge
just
is-
let you know so we don't
Hey,
have to-
at least he let Afroman wear his shades in court, okay? Because he was doing his thing with that suit and them shades. So at least he let him do that. That's what's up. But this attorney here, y'all protect this man. Protect this man. Everybody fat? I'm talking about, they got some good eating in that town, okay? Everybody in the room is fat. Everybody.
We stipulated to the authenticity of the records in that document, so.
It made me want to eat something.
Keep her going then.
I ain't even worked out yet.
I need Mr. Dick to come in and say they were in place at the time.
Think about all that.
They were in place at the time. It's not
Cornbread,
every time.
that cornbread and greens and all that good old country eating they got in that town. Homeboy right there, he on the stand. He the only one that look kind of slim. He like, yeah, he fit or whatever. And of course the judge, but when you old, you lose weight. You don't get fat no more. But everybody fat.
You're in public that people yell and scream "C" for pedophile, correct?
Correct.
There's quite a few times you can have a peaceful meal with your kids and never have any problems.
Right.
It's only at certain times this occurs, correct?
Right.
Have you ever been accused before of stealing money from traffic stops?
Yes.
It was not Mr. Foreman that accused you, correct?
Correct.
Have you seen a copy of Mr. Robinson's report?
I may have seen, I don't believe I've seen the whole report. When he first conducted the report, or conducted the investigation, I was provided a copy of the report, or a partial copy.
But you never sent that to Mr.
So what's your point here, sir? You just came up. See, I would have said I ain't getting involved in this because it's too much to be exposed. If this was not televised, I could see y'all doing this dumb stuff. But the fact that the whole world gets to see this, y'all didn't think this through, did you? You expose yourself. Afroman didn't even sue, which is crazy. I hope he do now. I mean, I don't know why he didn't. Um, I mean, you already busted in his house, so I guess. But now that he got support, you know, I wish he would pursue the matter. But what was the thought process? Y'all thought it was just gonna be kept in your own town? You mad because the dude posted songs all over the internet? You thought people wasn't gonna tune in? It's Afroman. The songs and shit was funny. It's a funny and it's a huge thing that he took the surveillance cameras from y'all breaking in his house and used it in his songs to make fun of you. People love that shit. Everybody can't do that. It's not every day that you get to see somebody to be able to do this. He did it for the team. You didn't think we were gonna see and hear this mess? What was you thinking, dummy?
Did you?
I didn't know.
You would agree if someone called someone a baby killer, that would be an exaggeration?
I'm sorry.
If someone called someone a baby killer, that would be an exaggeration, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Nobody would take that seriously, correct?
I'm sure somebody would.
So when you talk about your reputation, are you talking about your reputation only in Adams County, or are you talking about it in the whole world?
My reputation in general.
Ooh, listen, this water I'm drinking ain't strong enough. Let me get damn, I don't drink. Let me get some lemonade. Cause we going there. We going there, y'all. I don't even know if the lemonade gonna do it. I might have to get put some herbs in it. I can't do this sober. I need something. I can't, y'all. I can't. I don't want to go any further. Dude, I'm watching. Okay, I said I'm not watching part 2 and part 3. I'm just gonna look at part 1. You crazy. This is an all-day party for me. Okay? We need some popcorn. We need some, baby, I need some wine. And Tasha K, can you send me a bottle of wine right quick? Express mail. I need some of that red wine. Okay, we need some mint julep for this. I can't, no, baby. No. Where is he going? With this? I'm concerned. Baby, so he called him Baby Making Brian. Oh boy just said baby killer. Didn't they say something about Weezy being a pussy killer? Okay, I just, Brian, what you doing? Brian? What have you been doing with the babies? What's going on? What's Brian doing with the babies?
So you care what people think about you in Australia?
When it affects me and my job, yes.
How does Australia affect your job?
I'm not saying obvious. Interestingly.
Now you're claiming that by being called a thief, you were painted in a false light.
Yes.
And what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, I was being painted in a false light.
You've been accused of stealing from traffic stops before.
So being accused of stealing traffic stops before was when money was seized and forfeited by the courts and no longer returned. And I was, quote unquote, called a thief. Never to this extent. Never to this broad,
But you would agree there is some similarity here. Money was seized here too.
Correct.
Times as a law enforcement officer, did any of those cause you to quit your job and find a job in another place? You said, I think that some officers in Norwood posted, was a picture of...
I this might sound like nitpicking, but it matters. Why was he allowed to elaborate like that? If you gonna let him elaborate without stopping him, then you need to cross that. You need to come back and counter that. He just sat here and said, the person in previously, his money was seized and he wanted it back. Okay, Afroman's money was seized and he wanted it back. I'm sorry, what was your point? Because if you're going to elaborate, then we're going to go further into what happened in that case. Because you're trying to put it in the air that it was just somebody who said that to you because you took their money and they want it back. because you was just doing your job. No, I'll bet you. Okay, a smile and a handshake. If they were allowed to pursue that further, they find out that it was deeper than that, and dude, some money was missing, and they wanted their money returned.
Your computer?
Yes.
Did they post a picture of the accusation that you're a pedophile?
No.
As a public official,
trying.
you're subject to scrutiny, I believe. Was
But
Mr.
we not as
Osborne's
slow as he
question.
acting.
You agree with that, correct? You're subject to scrutiny.
Yes.
And when you became a police officer, did you think you were signing up for being called a pedophile and having to lose your job?
No.
Do you think being called a pedophile
He didn't lose
is an
nothing.
exaggeration?
Hold on, what you doing?
Mhm.
He didn't lose nothing. Don't even play like that. He quit, went and got hired in another department, moved, and got a raise. He came up. Forget leaving your hometown. Everybody, you and your brother, that was a blessing. You and your brother now called pedophiles. Your brother was convicted. So y'all shamed in that town. Anybody will leave. Now ain't nobody staying after that. So you just got a pay, a raise, and another job so that your family can move. Okay?
No, I don't.
Right.
You got to ask a question about
They
your
play it in
emotions
their own
and whether or not you've
face.
seen
You
a
can believe
doctor.
that.
And I believe you said you haven't.
No.
Can you tell us anything about the atmosphere in law enforcement circles that, as you've experienced it, and the attitude toward
Look at his
therapy,
ears.
emotions, and that sort of thing?
They stick out.
There's a stigma on seeking medical help or seeing a doctor or taking therapy. You just expected to take it and move on, and it's all fun and games, kind of like, them posting that picture on my computer. I didn't find it funny at all, but what they did, like, it's just that stigma, around law enforcement in general.
So you've been dealing with this by yourself, as you say, without medical help.
Yes.
Those are all my questions, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you. Thank you.
Huh. That prosecutor, his ears don't even want nothing to do with him. They trying their best to get away.
Just a few more questions, Brian. You would agree that there was mistakes made during the search and counting money and everything, correct?
Yes.
So it was not done perfectly, correct?
Correct.
You mentioned that as an officer, you're supposed to take it and move on. Is that part of having a thick skin as a police officer?
I guess you could word it that way, yeah.
I mean, you guess.
Is it correct to say that the officers at Norwood found it funny, but you didn't?
Correct.
So some people find things funny that you don't find funny?
Yes.
Come on.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this time.
At this time.
I think that's going to get me 30 or 40 minutes.
To do what?
Judges, Lieutenant Lisa Phillips.
Can you get through your direct, like, 15 to 30?
I may be.
Can you give me somebody you can get through?
Okay. I think I can get through my direct, Judge.
That's the goal. Okay, thank you. Good.
Oh, sick and now. Come on, sir. It's your turn. Why she waddle like that? Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby. Yeah. Who is he? Oh, he's swearing in.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You be seated.
Huh?
Go ahead, Mr.
Don't she sound like a dude?
Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
Lisa Phillips?
And
Bullshit.
Lisa, where do you live?
Excuse me?
How long have you lived in Adams County?
Excuse me? I'm sorry. Am I tripping? And she know what's on my Wow, thing. Hey, Lisa, change your name, baby girl, because you don't sound nothing like no Lisa. Not from Colt Jam. I don't think so.
Worked 3
Larry.
years or so. And what do you do for a living?
My deputy sheriff,
When did you start your career in law enforcement?
2001.
And what were you doing at that time?
When I graduated high school in 2000 and went to the police academy.
What?
Well, what academy did you go to?
Greenfield Police Academy.
Hold on. These man, if y'all don't cut this right now, erase this, all of it. Didn't Afroman say Lisa had a penis? Are you suing because Afroman said you got a penis? Not out of disrespect, because this person can do that, but clearly this is a tranny, right? Clearly, right? Okay, we not that slow. So you mad because he just said you got a penis? Because you got a penis. Clearly you a dude who want to be seen as a woman. Okay, well, you shouldn't have been in his house. Where's the lie?
And how long have you known you wanted to be a police officer?
Since I was a kid.
What was your first position then out of the academy?
Part-time with Michigan Police Department.
That's a dude.
And then when did you become, was your next job a deputy sheriff?
Yes, sir.
When did you start as a deputy sheriff?
Okay,
So-
clearly Afroman didn't lie on these people. I mean, I never... When I heard the specifics on each person, I said, damn, this is a lot. One, baby making pedo. One, got a penis, sleeping with da-da-da-da. Likes to lick pussy. What'd he say? The other one, something about, man, listen, this is a whole marathon of an event that I'm finna go through and didn't even know it. This was not on my bingo card today, y'all. This was not on my bingo card today, but I can't stop, won't stop.
December of 2002.
And you have family here in Adams County?
Yes.
You have a husband?
Not one
Sir.
lie.
You have a child?
Yes, sir.
How old is your child?
More than a woman. More than a woman.
And did she go to school here in
More
Adams
than a
County?
woman
Yes, sir.
for you.
Do you have other family in the area?
Okay, grandma and cousins and family like that.
And did you ever serve as a school resource officer?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Lisa.
Tell us about that.
I took the job full-time at the sheriff's office as a school resource officer, is what I started off as, deputy sheriff, school resource officer. Then was there for the kids, keep the kids safe, out of any kind of danger. I also was there for the kids, as far as, bonding to kids, and keeping them.
So Lisa has
Maybe
long
sorry,
hair.
like,
Okay, you got long hair. And you want to be called Lisa. Okay, cool. Ain't nobody mad at that. What you mad about? Because he said Lisa messed with his ex-wife. I believe I heard that in the clip. I'm waiting to see because they gonna play the song. I heard about that too. They say Lisa was up there crying because they played the song and it was a really long song. He made a song about Lisa, y'all.
Just you need somebody else to be there, Sometimes I need somebody to talk to. I've done it quite a bit.
Ohio.
And, did you sometimes read the kids when they got dropped off at school?
In the morning, I directed traffic at the school.
And did you have occasion to know any of Mr. Foreman's children?
I don't know him by name, but I wasn't on the vehicle before. I wasn't out that reading.
You part of the team that executed a warrant on Mr. Foreman's property?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
he got children at school?
That home was located here in Adams County on Russellville Road.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
And how did you come to be a part of that warrant team?
I was called in. I wasn't actually working.
You weren't on duty?
Yes, sir.
Drop everything and go do it?
Yes.
So then you are on duty. No. Wait. Hold on.
Execution?
We can't talk like this and get away with it. I hope the defense correct me if this doesn't happen with y'all. Okay, so if I'm on standby, I'm on duty. if you dating a doctor and they say I'm on call, y'all can't go out of town. You can't go to Venice. You can't go to Miami real quick. You can't go nowhere, because if that means you need to be available. In fact, when I'm on call, I have to go sit at the place where I need to pick up, just in case, for a certain amount of hours until I'm off call, so I can be right there and ready. Okay, a doctor needs to be on standby with his bag ready, in case they need him to come on in, not off somewhere else. Okay, therefore you are on duty to a certain extent. Once you get transferred from on call to on duty, guess what you are? You're on duty. How can you be unofficially, it sounds like unofficially, on standby, and then go get involved in a case and not be on duty? Then your ass didn't have no business being there, because you was not on duty. Y'all just saying and doing anything you want to do. Saying and doing any, if you are not on duty, you can't come up here and help nobody be no crooked cop off duty just because you can't, just because y'all work together. No, let's not. No,
Were
no,
any of his children present?
no.
No, initially
Did you see any of his children that night?
in the vehicle with their mother.
Wow.
Just to clear that up, can you tell us what happened?
Come in the driveway, and I was on the outer post of the house, as far as like the perimeter area. And she pulled up with the kids, and I went over and spoke with her, and I told her it probably wouldn't be good for the kids to see us, you know what I mean? So they wouldn't be there to,
Well, if you,
you know,
okay, so hold up, brother. Did you feel that way when y'all came and kicked in the door and bust the gate open with your guns and stuff? Oh, the kids live there? Or did y'all know they weren't there? You waited till they wasn't there? Because why? No, it wouldn't be good. So you saying don't come to your own house? The children don't come to your own house. Don't bring your children to this house that they live at, because this wouldn't be good to see. Did you think about that when you went there? I'm so confused. I just,
Sweet. Do you know whether the children live there, or do they live somewhere else?
they live up the road, up down the road from there.
With their mother?
Yes.
So then, did they leave, or did the children never went into the house or anything?
No, sir.
Did you take any money that night?
Yes, sir.
you take some pound cake?
Sometime after this warrant was executed, did you start becoming aware
You
of
take some
things
pussy?
Mr. Foreman was posting about you?
Because I heard you take pussy.
Yes, sir, I did.
That's what I heard. At least be taking that pussy.
We have some exhibits that we want to show you. Do you have them lined? Do you have them lined up, Natalie?
I haven't pulled up.
Okay.
They won't play.
Damn.
Let's go to the first one. Is that the order that we put them in?
I have to.
Like Kanye, that shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Which number is this?
It's number 19.
That shit crazy.
So Lisa, we're showing you what we've marked as Exhibit 19. This looks like a post from September 17th, 2022. Was that shortly after the execution of the
That's a
warrant?
nice picture. I mean, listen, Lisa looked better in that picture than on the stand right now. I like that picture. Head up high. There you go. Hold your head up, baby girl. So you put the Mona Lisa. Hey, Mona Lisa's popular. Lisa, what you mad at this point? I'm still trying to find out. Mona Lisa is infamous. Okay? Oh, I gotta read that. I don't know if they're gonna read it. For Adams County Sheriff Lieutenant Mona Lickum Low Lisa. Lickum Low? It's pretty wide. Okay. It's so light. To serve and disconnect your home, video, security surveillance. Yes, ain't even on duty doing all that. your surveillance system so you won't have proof of the Adams County Sheriff Department stealing money and other things around your house, even possibly planting false kidnapping evidence. I used to speak to this lady when I dropped my children off to school. I always wondered why she never spoke back. Probably didn't want you to hear the bass in her voice. Just looked at me with the same condescending cunt look. I know it's a cunt. It's C?NT. What is that, cunt? You see in the picture, I spoke to her again at the metal detector in the Adams County Courthouse, and her voice was 3 octaves lower than mine. He said that's a low alto, not necessarily a bass, but a low alto. Lisa, you don't even practice. You don't even practice. You don't even try. But you want us to call you Lisa. Can you sound like a Lisa? At least work on that. Work on that, boo-boo. Put a little lipstick on or something. Some eyelashes. Okay? Put a curl or 2 in your hair. Come on. Get cute for me, baby. Has anybody in Adams County verified her vagina? Oh, shoot. He is crucial. If you haven't, you should. Or she might. Oh, he roasted the mess out of them. He roasted the mess out of them. That's what y'all get. Stay out people's houses you ain't got no business being in. Child. Okay? From now on, stay out of people's house when you don't belong there. You know how to learn a
Near
lesson.
the bottom of that first paragraph, just go down a little bit more, right there. Has anybody in Adams County verified her vagina? If you haven't, you should, or she might. Flip out something bigger than yours.
Oh.
If this lady is your friend, I wouldn't leave her alone in my house. Or I'll put it this way, if you leave and your video system is messed up, etc., etc.
Oh,
And then
Lisa.
down below a little further, my name for this particular officer is Lieutenant Mona Lickamlow Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. Lisa,
When did you
baby.
first see this posting, if you recall?
I know, boo-boo. Your feelings is hurt. I see it. You know, Lisa, listen, baby. Honey, next time you off duty, okay, and you ain't officially on call, okay, this ain't no game. It's your job. And they call you to come be a part of some mess. Just tell them no thank you. That's all you gotta do. Okay? Mind your business, all right? And don't be no crooked cop. You understand? Huh? You understand? Okay. That's a good girl. Okay.
Shortly after the
Didn't I just call you a girl? You ain't gonna try to talk like a girl? Lisa.
Over three and a half years ago. Sounds right?
this year.
Let's go to the next one.
Does Lisa know she a girl? Does Lisa want to be a... maybe we should be asking Lisa what she want. What's your pronoun? I don't think this is right. I just don't.
And you see here, it says disconnect after stealing my money.
Listen now, the district attorney is insensitive and unfair. Can we start, since we clear on what this is about with Lisa, can we start by asking Lisa what is Lisa's pronoun and what does Lisa consider themselves? Because if you, what's Lisa's complaint at this point? What's the complaint? We're not gonna just be incognito about the shit and not be clear. We are in court. What is Lisa's complaint? That you're questioning my sex? I identify as what? People give boys girl names all the time. or we think they girl names. I mean, sound like a girl name, but sometimes people don't call their child Michael. They name him Michelle, and it's a boy. Sometimes names go both ways. Lisa's really don't, but we don't know what Lisa is supposed to be wanting to be considered as. So what is the issue? He's confused. The man is saying he's confused whether or not Lisa is Lisa or Larry. And the voice really set him off. I mean, we understand what Afroman is saying. He's confused. So are we. You didn't clarify that. I don't know why the DA wouldn't clarify that. That would be the first thing.
Minus 20, Your Honor, thank you.
You just up here wasting people money.
Humiliating her, giving her mental stress, ridicule, and the loss of her reputation. She doesn't like being called Lieutenant Mona Lickum-Low, Mesa full of shit Phillips, but she loves stealing money and disconnecting cameras of law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. That's March 25th of 2023, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Go to the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question.
Which number is this?
Number 21.
Because, you know, I gotta keep trying to see if I'm tripping. Does anybody in the chat know clearly what Lisa's complaint is? Because that statement that was just read is Afroman's statement. I'm talking about what is the complaint per Lisa officially. Have we made that clear? Because if I was on the jury, I'd be like, that, you see, we can't talk like the judge can talk. The jury can't do that. So when do we get to ask for clarity? Since the judge, he ain't doing his job. He said he want to make sure we don't, there's clarity and no confusions going on. Yes, I made that up. Well, why can't we clarify what Lisa's complaint is? Afroman gave an assumption, but shit, they didn't want, that's who they suing. So we can say what he said, but can we clarify why it's a problem? The Mona Lisa part, you don't want to be compared to Mona Lisa? So we just going to assume. We going to make assumptions. You don't want to be compared to Mona Lisa. Because clearly this ain't about whether you're a man or a girl or not. Because we can just judge for ourselves at this point, since you're not going to tell us about that. Mona Lisa, you say you prettier than Mona? Well, you could be if you want to. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Lieutenant Lickum-Low, Lisa, stop licking that pussy back there.
Oh,
That's
shit.
your brother. You
Oh,
always
shit.
licking pussy and you don't even know how many pussies you've licked.
What?
You don't even know how many video cameras you've disconnected.
Oh, shit.
That was 21.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Did you see that video when it was posted?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the next one.
Man, I can't. I can't. What you say, Judge?
22.
Oh, Judge said start over. Lisa, the judge might not like you, baby. Did you lick his wife?
Was that the same one over again, or was that a different?
That is number 22.
That's 22.
Yes.
Oh, he said you missed one.
Lieutenant Lickum-Low, Lisa, ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Is that what you understood that to say?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the next one.
Lisa, you messed with that man's wife. Lisa.
This is 23.
No wonder why you wasn't speaking to him. Trying to be cool with his children. Oops.
That's the same thing on a different platform. Can you tell what platform that is?
You been a naughty girl.
And the other one was Instagram. But don't play it, just pull it up, see if we can.
Number 22.
It's under 22, yeah.
Lisa trying to be the stepdaddy.
That's YouTube?
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out which two platforms. Are they both the same platform?
Do you want me to go to the next? Or both of those are both YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And then there's more exhibits of this.
Yes, I don't know why we had two of the same one, but I'm sorry.
Lisa.
Sure.
Okay.
So, for the record, are we saying that Exhibit 22 and Exhibit 23 are duplicates?
They are not duplicates. They are posted to the same video. One was posted on October 4th, 2022. One was posted on October
Duplicates.
23rd, 2022. They were posted on his YouTube account on two separate occasions. One is like
Can
that.
we clear that up
Duplicates.
for the record, Your Honor?
You're right.
I didn't know that was which one was supposed to win.
Duplicates.
Yeah, you're thinking like I'm thinking. Go ahead. Thank you, Judge.
Same video,
Next.
duplicate.
Yes. Exhibit 24. Can you see a date? Is that a different date? Should have a witness
That
testify.
town got some mess.
25th of 2022.
Okay. And is that a different?
That town got some mess, baby.
Next exhibit. Number
25.
Number 25. Is that a different date?
He gonna play it over and over again.
Oops. Was that a different date? Well, it's not up there anymore, is it? Or?
It is up there.
Okay. Can you tell Lisa?
Lisa,
Sorry.
Yes, sir. It's
Lisa ain't gonna never
Thank you. Different date. Okay.
stop hearing that song
Yes.
in her head.
Is that it? All right.
This is worse
We have.
than not suing him and leaving it alone.
We're ready to do that?
Lisa, you gonna go to sleep thinking about that song. You jealous of him and his what? His large what?
I'm just assuming I'm going to object.
Yes. You're going to object to this.
The one I'm going to my objection.
Lisa, you ain't gonna never recover from this. You're gonna beat yourself up every
This is
day.
a video that was posted, I believe, last Friday. Yes.
I will enter an objection on this. The law has changed, and as I said, in April of 2025, a new law was passed, an anti-slap law, which would apply to this, and therefore would have a completely different.
And you know what? And that's why they won. And the judge can try and not allow it, but I will file against that judge because it's the law. It has changed. It's relevant, completely relevant. He said it's irrelevant. Prosecution says it's irrelevant. The judge agreed and overruled the objection. I'm glad he's objecting again because how can you win your case if you're not going to? It's completely relevant. That's why that's not the only reason. We clearly see that. Y'all ain't even proving your case at all. You're proving his case and you're not even defending yourself. We don't know what Lisa's issue is still, but we just listening to music. Okay, lick 'em low, Lisa. All right. Lisa, we know your song now, okay? And I bet you know it too, all right? Everybody knows everything that you was talking about was a problem. The world knows now, and you ain't defended not one part yet. You've only helped the defense and show why your town and and the other people that hired the other guy, the judge, all that needs to be investigated from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, and we need to go back and find out why your brother was convicted as the chief of police of child, you know, and was allowed to resign. Where does he work now? Okay, who chief of police is he now? Are their children safe? I don't think so. Can't take the word of a psychopath. They're not even sure who they are. I just don't understand what the complaint of Lisa is. Yet, should we, before we get to getting in, I'm sorry, you can have me serve on the jury and then try to play me like you ain't giving me what I need to do my job. If we got a complaint, why are we listening to the evidence when we don't know what parts is supposed to be the problem? If that shows up to the scene, a mere traffic ticket will escalate to a full. Sorry, this is a circus. But it needed to be had. It needed to be exposed.
That law does not apply to this video or to this case, Judge.
You know, that pertains to matters of public. For the press, it also covers artistic expression and stuff.
Right.
That no analysis is not an answer to the question. But I will renew it.
A really good objection, I'll be consistent, overrule it, we'll play it.
See? You're going to be consistent. That's what it said.
All right.
We know that. We see that.
Number 26.
It applies. How can it not apply to this case? Listen,
And this is
I'm sorry. I need the Bureau of Investigations on the ass. How can it not apply to this case? Well, then what case would it apply to? You cannot legally tell me it does not apply to this case when it is about the matters that are the same in this case? How does it not apply? That's what you can do in a case. Okay, take laws pertaining to the same subject matter and use them to help prove why you can or cannot. So he's saying that they're not pertaining to the case. They are. They're questioning whether or not he has the right to have artistic expressions in this type of situation. This is an illegal ruling. Let's be clear. Lick 'em low, Lisa. What's your problem, Lisa? What's your complaint? Damn it, we're lost. We want to feel sorry for you. Sitting up there looking sad. You do look like Mona Lisa, though. I mean, y'all got the same name, too. You probably named yourself after Mona Lisa. Because you know you look like her. I'm sorry. Mona Lisa popular as hell. You can't buy Mona Lisa. I can't afford it. Nobody can afford it. So what the problem is? That's the compliment.
You see this already, Mr. Osborne?
Mona Lisa. Can I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy,
I was never supplying a copy.
Saturday. Hey.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Round up the posse, Fuji coming around the way. Baby, is that Bootsy Collins? It ain't enough lemonade in this house. But I'm gonna get me a refill. It's the same. I need some kiwi fruit or something to go with it. Listen, you're a star. And don't even know it. You're a star, baby. Okay. Hey. This is gonna have all those. Get him, Lisa. Come on, Lisa. Woo! Get it, girl. Look at that flexibility on her. Lisa gonna have all those. Get it, Lisa. Get it, Lisa. Hey. Go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. Hold up. Homeboy is serious. He said she went down on him. Come on, y'all. This man, well, you know, at this point, he ain't saying nothing just to be saying it. That's why you took your tail over there to his house and you wasn't even on duty. Because you a hater. And she walked over to the wife car, ex-wife, with the children in there and said, take the children, you don't want to see this. Baby girl, I'll be over later to lick you low. What I'm gonna do, y'all keep on laughing. She gonna eat your wife's pussy. Tired department and the other ones. Oh, all right. Do I need? I will put a poll in the chat, but it's only 2 people talking. So please tell me, folks, is Lisa crying? Was the tissue necessary? Is the tissue wet? Is Lisa crying or Lisa acting? Are you crying because you wish you was licking his wife right now? Instead of saying, well, I don't blame you for that. We understand. Anybody would prefer to be somewhere having a good time over this, Lisa. But you lick that man's wife, and then you gonna go up in his house Lisa, you didn't even have to be involved. This is the craziest part of it all. Lisa didn't have to be involved in none of this. Lisa was off duty. Hey, baby. The hummingbird came on my tree. He's still sitting there.
County Sheriff's Department. Husband was complaining because she was munching on their wives' carpet. Lisa lick 'em slow. Lisa lick 'em fast. Lisa lick that sad.
Lisa lick that ass. How did I not know that? Hey, come on, Lisa. That tongue be working. Lisa, you been messing with the man. They don't mess with you like that, Lisa. You licked all they wives. That's why they called you over there. Uh-huh. Trying to set that man up because you want his wife. You want to be stepdaddy. That's a shame. That's a long song. I don't blame you. You done too much, honey. Oh my gosh, Lisa. 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 Sticky, licky, licky. Lisa said that tongue be working. Ow! Get her. Go, Lisa. Go. Get up and dance, child. Do a little country groove or something. The man got Bootsy on your ass. Gonna have all the kids here. He talking over the music, y'all. I can't.
Pussy licking dildos. And like in Walmart, you call a guy and your voice. You're asking you got there. I was like that. Like a female or a guy asking you got a vagina? Probably not. I'm about staying and having me on the game. Obviously, I haven't had sex change that child. I got back there. They didn't make money off of me. They just said I should have to prove I haven't had a penis. I was on my way to work one morning.
I don't believe.
Stop the stop sign. Commissioners had contracted a crew that was working in the panhandle. I get hollered, Lieutenant Luke and Lowe, lose the field. No one calls or you don't have to be working.
You almost sound like a girl that time.
Lisa Phillips, pussy licking.
Who mad because somebody said they lick pussy?
Not sure what happened.
I'm confused. Lisa, what is the complaint? If you got a penis, that's a bonus. I'm sorry. You finna be a hoe for real now? Stop acting.
I'll tell you sad. It's the fact that, number one, that I have to be emotional because your client lies. I've had a deep voice in my entire life. I ended up waking up one morning and bet God had
Oh, you got more than a deep voice. Look at them hands.
I did not have sex change. I did not have a penis. I shouldn't have to prove I don't have a penis. Or about having a penis bigger than the rest of the guys.
Look at that neck.
And pulling people over and looking at pussy. No, no one.
the eyebrows, the forehead, the nose, cheeks, the jaw. Lisa, cut the shit, baby. You scratch your Adam's apple?
Obviously, it's right here.
Lisa, I'm sorry. I didn't know that hurt you like that. You kind of intimidated me. Yeah, kind of. I know you. I'm sorry. I mean, you guys raided my house. You knocked down my door. I was upset. I would never shoot you, or I would never try to punch you. I thought I'd crack some musical jokes, and I didn't know they hurt you that bad. I'm sorry. I think you're a nice looking lady. I didn't know you was a biological lady. I'm sorry. I was just having fun with you.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
I'm
it.
sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Oh, man, Jesus. Hang on, let's take a little break, everybody. Hang on.
Oh, him apologize. See, Lisa? Him sorry. Him didn't know. Him didn't know, Lisa. See? Them friends. Hey, if they know what's good for them, they'll leave them alone. But we know they not that bright, so I hope they do leave them alone. They gonna let the riff play and all that. Come on now. Where they going? Show us. Put the camera back on the music video. Where you taking Lisa? They went out to eat. He gave him something to lick. He's sitting there with a straight face. He's sitting there with a straight face.
Wait a minute.
Why are they not showing the video?
Oh, this. I did a show one night, and this girl said, "Hey, Afroman, I want to give you some pussy."
Tears? Are there tears? They gonna ride the whole thing out too. Child, this world, it never ceases to surprise you with the mess that be going on. I can't. The entire thing to the last note is played. Make them low, baby. They got the Roger Troutman on that ass.
Little Lily said you cost my salad for hours. They say used to lay on the floor and let me pick her up.
I ate the kids next to my hand. I just gave them the car.
That it?
I'll give you 15 minutes tomorrow to start.
For what?
He's still under arrest. You're directed not to coach your testimony. We can talk about other matters, but not to arrest.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
We'll start at 8:15 tomorrow, and you can have your 15 or so then.
Thank you.
Thank you for good work today, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and call the record.
Huh? Child, ain't a thing wrong with Lisa. Lisa knows she about to get all the kitty cat in the town.
Okay, so is there anything you want on the record at this point in time, Mr. Clinton?
One thing, Judge, I came to my attention. We didn't talk about separation of witnesses. I didn't think about it or bring it up, but I think there might be a witness or two It's been sitting for your potential witness. I'm not positive
I'm a
about
dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes.
That's all I've got.
Do you have anything for the record, Mr. Osborne?
Your Honor, I put all my objections on the record. I have nothing else.
I appreciate it. Do you have witnesses in the back of the courtroom?
We have one potential witness, which is Ms. Swan.
He said, forget your objections.
This form is now separated, so he doesn't come back tomorrow.
He said, I'm gonna overrule all of them.
It's not a hard call.
I've never seen it done in the middle trial. That's not usual.
Oh, I see it happen a lot in the middle of trial. It only goes into effect when somebody raises it. Then it's the same as if it was raised from the beginning.
Previously, when I made a motion for it in the middle trial.
I haven't seen that movie,
I should have done it at the right time.
so I don't know how it
You're
goes.
probably right.
No,
It's the same way I'm right now. I get it. That consistency is a big thing. But how I understand it is how it plays out in this world. Get it?
no, thank you.
I'm not trying to let you build your record. The same way I'm letting you argue the whole thing before I agreed with the defense.
What?
The advocate has a place.
I appreciate building the record.
And that judge needs to hush.
I'm sort of always wanting the record to be really clear about
You're
what
doing
it
too
is.
much.
So,
This ain't
you
your
know,
case,
you
sir.
along the way, 'cause my brother
It's the
says,
jury's case.
school when he's regular-
Does he not? Somebody needs to send him a
They
memo.
want to clean up somebody else's
And let
mess,
him
or
know.
fix a mess. No big deal.
He ain't said nothing to the jury. Y'all see that? Listen.
Record.
Did he think he running shit? He ain't say nothing to the jury the entire time. The entire time. And look at him back there doing all that. That's not his case. That's the jury's case. His name is Joseph Foreman. Well, he the foreman of this crew, because he told their ass a new one. Part 2 coming up, y'all. I just need a little break. Okay? I did not know my Sunday was going to go like this. I need more than 15 minutes like Lisa, because it's just so much that just happened in these 2 hours. I can't imagine the rest. Wow. I wonder how many people actually watched this trial versus watching the clips, because the clips alone was insane. But now watching this, I'm just, but with everything, Afroman, he deserved way more credit than he been getting online. He has really uncovered a lot. I mean, they exposed themselves. That's the craziest part about it. There's a lot of investigations that needs to be going on here. Wow. Onto my a lot. Wow. Just wow. Oh, they got another message on hold. They trying to block your messages. Probably because your name Lisa. Oh, no, your name not Lisa. You said Lisa Long, these nuts. But the one when you said my judge did the same thing, they tried to block it. I had to show it. That's crazy. So him and Lisa, so allegedly or probably Lisa is in cahoots with that man's ex-wife. And he said he had to give his ex-wife the code to the safe because she was there. And he didn't want to do that. I mean, now he got to reprogram his safe, of course. And she's an ex-wife for a reason. And Lisa say the woman live up the street. You know where she live at too, don't you, Lisa? I wonder if her showing up with children was not a coincidence. That's crazy. I mean, I'm making assumptions based off what the man said so far in that song, in an interview I saw. Was she trying to get the children to see him being arrested? Because at this point, I believe Lisa and the wife talked about this. They didn't just suddenly get a search warrant. Jeez. I gotta look for more of his interviews, because the next question I have is, are you moving? Are you leaving that town? Are you going to pursue things further? He needs to get paid from this, but I'm also concerned about legal stuff. The judge needs to be investigated. He was so wrong in this trial. Clearly, he's crooked. Clearly, they get away with too much. They're not following procedures. The one guy that was just on stand, yeah, he can go. But the town he works for needs to be investigated. He needs to be investigated. And that town also needs to be investigated for letting the chief of police resign after being convicted of they conveniently didn't get into specifics, but children, right? His brother admitted he was convicted. All we gotta do is look the man's name up and we'll find it. Where's he at now? Where does he work? Because he didn't get fired. He was convicted and allowed to resign. Wow. All right, y'all, we're gonna take a short break. I'm coming back with part 2 and 3. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hopefully you'll come back.